Morning, champ. What is up? Yeah, I overslept a little bit. I crashed. I'm not gonna lie. I had great sleep. I slept like a log. It was like the right kind of temperature. It was like just cold enough to where I could like stay warm. It's perfect. But yeah, we're up on the PC. Patrick, what is up? What's up, Neox? Regulars are here. But I low key, high key, I have to shower. I smell terrible. I smell horrible. After the game awards, I was like, yeah, I should shower now. And then I was like, nah, let me just crash. And I crashed. I crashed because I think I was on the momentum of like how like I don't want to say I was bored, but I was kind of bored. I'm not gonna lie. I was bored of the show. But it was cool. It was cool like chilling with you guys and getting to like hang out and shit. I love that. I got to see the homies too, which was great. The local homies. Shouts out to DB and Johnny. But we're here. We're doing the thing again. Terrible. Yeah, it's pretty rough. I ain't gonna lie. Street Fighter looks huff. Street Fighter looks super rough. I'm not gonna lie. Street Fighter looks mad rough. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this with these eyes, but I definitely I want to make her eyes a bit like sexier, not like so like doll looking, like doll facey, but we'll see. We'll see what we can do with this. Well, this is gonna come out pretty dope. I can already see it. Don't need this. Uh gotta clean everything up here. This is just an overall cleanup. I think this would be the best to work on first, but I want to wait for Pichen for this one. I want to wait for our neurologist. um this this I gotta sketch the back arm, but I think I might want this. I think I want this. Let me do it real quick. Let me do it real quick. I chum. What the? I was gonna say this is another thing we could do too while you guys wait while I'm like showering up and grabbing coffee. What else? We could. What can we do right now? Because this is gonna be a pretty extensive break. This is gonna be a long stream, by the way. Um, it's gonna be like one of those like long streams. It's gonna be mostly like on Fridays, till like New Year's. We're gonna be running this little campaign for subs. Because I got the little coupon thing going on. It's 35% off like 5 gift subs. So I mean, that's if you guys feel generous or in the Christmas spirit, but helps us out, helps out the stream. Um, Ways that I could help, um, as far as I know, is just to like give the best advice I can, which I'm always open to do. Gift sub or not, I think that that's the best way to go about that. Knowledge is power. Spread as much knowledge as you can. Empower the masses, empower the youths. I need to not be drawing right now, and I need to get ready because I smell like Swamp Thing. Good lord. I need coffee. What's fun, Kando? You remind me of Tifa in Remake, where she always say I'd kill for a shower. Yo, that was weird. That was very suggestive of Square to do that. There's little things that I do appreciate about the remake, I will say. And it's like little things like that, but they're so niche. They're so niche, and it shouldn't take like 12 freaking. How long did it really take for that game? It took 12 plus years. It took like 15 years for that game to come out the way it did. And I don't know. I think for me, like, I think for most of us Final Fantasy fans, we appreciate the care, the intense care that they put into the game. But it's just like, it just takes so long that it's like, is that really worth it? Like in this lifetime, it's for like, and I'm speaking on both parties, for like game devs, for gamers alike, like, let's not put out the greatest game ever made. Let's just put out a game that fucking is dope. Like, let's just narrow down our parameters a bit. We don't have to be so super ambitious. Let's just like focus on the heart of it all, which is basically like, that Tifa's freaking hot, and that imagine they're in a shower after a battle countless times, because you're in countless battles. Let's be honest, you're thinking about her being in the shower most of the time. It's kind of weird, but it's like those kinds of things I appreciate though in gaming. It's like weird stuff like that. I don't know. I appreciate it though. Games be taking forever though, man. God, I think I'm trying to think of how to pull this off in the shower too, because this is going to be kind of rough skis. If you guys got work you want to, like, post in the chat, feel free to. We gotta do like a quick click type of deal too, because I got a weird feeling about next year. Like, I got a good feeling like it's gonna be mad flooded with people. I got that feeling now. Street Fighter movie teaser made me laugh. Yeah, that shit was. Oh my god, that looked kind of crazy. There's a layer where you entered heavy eyelashes, and it was reminiscent of how Micah Sozo or Soza Micah. Wow, that's crazy. I read it like that. Uh, renders eyes sometimes. Yeah, listen, Micah Sozo, man, that one. That's a that's like the first art crush I think I ever like truly had, because like her works or their work is insane, like just through and through. It's very sleek, and then it's also like just like bold and like kind of like it's quick, like it feels very quick. um Very, very, very skilled, super skilled, influential artist. Man, execution through the roof, through the roof. And I think that like those types of artists are always in the back of my mind, going like, and I'm going, they naturally just flow with that, and that's so sick. Like, I think that kind of style, that aesthetic, uh is very like refined. And there's like a couple pieces that of Micah Sozo's that I think are like phenomenal, that have that kind of like Audrey Hepburn kind of feel to it. It's just like, yeah, like I see this. I appreciate this kind of thing. Um yeah, I think those kinds of like eyes, and how they're expressed and how they're felt are very important, because eyes are just as important as hands. Real shit. You're right. You're right. But what else? What was I gonna say before I was kindly interrupted? I'm kidding. I didn't. I wasn't interrupted. That just made me think of it. That's all. Sozo Micah. Shit. I better shower, because I put this pinned up for a limited time too. I gotta head out to get some coffee. Does it say the same thing about you, Kando? What? Hmm. Yeah, there is a slick feel to it. I don't know how to explain it, but To me, it evokes a Y2K type of feel. Yeah, yeah, like the early 2000s kind of vibe. There's that kind of aesthetic that I feel like there was a handful of artists that were like really pulling it off. Like Corn Art, KORN Art. Highly recommend you guys follow them if you don't know them. Um, there's Poochie's Nuts, Kai no Not is like one of them. That I could think of off rip. Like they're just nuts. So good. And it's got that like it's got the early 2000s vibe with like the kind of like the scan lines, and it's like the kind of like the Sonic layouts where it's like you'll see like the boxes like this, and you'll see like in like large stretched out like letters like roid, you know, like or like droid, and it'd be like this like stuff like that, and it's like really cool. Or it'll be like I don't know, like sector, you know, like this, and it'll be like somebody like standing like sideways with like shades looking like mad fucking cool, and like having like their shit like chilling out, you know. I think stuff like that is just so cool, and like the way people like execute that is just it's phenomenal. It's so cool, so freaking cool. Right, I gotta get into this damn shower. I love this song though. God damn it. Yeah, Viper Viper is Poochie. Yeah, freaking yo, that's such a sick name. I was like, oh, Viper 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 Viper. That is a sick ass name. That's an artist, man. Poochie was nuts. I always say this, you know, when you're nice, when you got non-artists asking about you or talking about you, like, yo, like that dude that you post up, Poochie is nice. I was like, yo, I was like, Poochie's the future. That's a visionary right there. But I'll be right back. Let me just be God. BRB 30 minutes. Yeah. I'll be back, guys. Discuss amongst yourselves. And if I get hacked or anything, then I'll be sure to let you guys know. Yeah. Is the music skipping for you guys? Oh, okay. It might be my headset. I might have to like recalibrate it or something. I hope not. I'll be all right. I'll be right back. Guys, I think I know what emotes I want to make. And that's I was just thinking about this just now, which is really cool. This one, yeah, this one for sure. Oop. Because I definitely want this for what's it called? For like going away for a bit. I definitely want this. Let's put this on desktop. And then, whoops. Oh my god, really? Maybe handsome Squidward. It could be this. Oh, my back. Yeah, we could use either of these. I think the profile one's it though. I think this one's it. I could definitely see that. I think RE9 and Mega Man 12 were the games I feel the most excited about from last night. Old habits die hard, I guess. Facts, facts. Yeah, Mega Man 12 is going to be one of those games that I think is going to be like hard, but like in a good retro way. All right, got this has 19 minutes left, and I'll be about maybe like 12, 15, maybe. Um, and there's my wallet. I'll BRB. I got shot on the way back. Ah, I'm fucking dying, man. Ah. It's great to be back. Hey, let's see. I got sick beats because I got anxiety. Let's see. Yeah, this is the one. I want like a different mix. My mix. Actually, yeah, let's try this. This is my mix. This is a culmination of everything that I've liked from the last thing, so you get to listen to that. Welcome back. Hope you grabbed your coffee. I did. No hoping on that, man. I'm definitely always grabbing coffee. But I also got a burrito, which took me about a minute longer to grasp. Burrito that has fire corn. What else? Spinach, salsa, honey hot sauce, and chipotle sauce as well, like chipotle mayo. And it smells amazing. And it tastes great. It's got a chicken steak too. I don't know if I mentioned that. Yeah, I find my reaction time and patience for platformers is getting worse. Oh no. You might have to practice a bit. Might have to get sweaty. But then again, like I always said, my friend, he's like a superhero when it comes to that shit. Like I'm like, dude, like I don't know how you do it. Like you're a dad, like you work two jobs and you game. Like you're a freaking Superman. How do you do this? And then again, like for me, like I can't think of, I'm struggling with like gaming and like drawing because I love drawing so much more. And it's like at the time, there was a time where I used to be like just like gamer and then work. Like go to like a non like creative job and I just like come back home and I game and I'm like, this is not quite my thing, but I could see it. But I love drawing too much. Like if I weren't, and like if I weren't human, I would be drawing like 24/7. Hey, thank you. It's great to be back. This thing is dripping with sauce. Seriously, dude, I was playing Ninja Gaiden 2 on Switch online to show off to my son. I wasn't breezing through levels like I used to. Yeah. It, I find some levels take practice. Like some games you just gotta like grind over and over and over until it's like hard, like wired into your brain. Kind of like how speedrunners do. And like they take like different routes and kind of like, mess things up and restart again. There's some, I don't know, for me, like I can be sweaty sometimes, but like I find with for example, like Champion Edition or like Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting, those games, it takes me a really long time to like warm up. Cause like I don't know when I'm playing in autopilot. I'm like, all right, like I can't play like this. And then I'll try to force myself to play like kind of scrambly like I usually do, but in order for me to get to that point, I have to like play hot. I have to first experience playing hot first. And when you start playing hot, you start thinking hot. And when you start thinking hot is when you play even hotter. At least for me, at least. But something shake like warming up, really. I don't like that. Games should be accessible to all types of players. I understand that too. Like having games be accessible like that. I feel like Twilight Princess was in that kind of spot. Like it was a very polished Zelda, but it also felt very like risk free. Like I didn't feel like I needed to be sweaty, but I also didn't feel like I could express myself. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to describe that kind of feeling. But some of us like for me, like I express myself the most when I'm like the most sweaty. Like I love like doing like jump cancel into chat too now, but like in order for me to get to that point, I have to like first practice it and be comfortable with it. Oh my god, this burrito is literally the best thing. It's so fluffy. Oh my god. I'm in the middle of it, and that was like that should have been the final bite. That bite that I took should have been like the final, like the finisher. That bite was excellent. Holy hell. Just has a Bruce Tim feel to his face. Good. That's what I was going for. The Batman in that comic kind of or the examples that I had kind of give off the Bruce Tim vibe too. Right here. Like he's massive too. Like Absolute Batman is freaking massive. Like I didn't do this one justice. Like he's actually proportionate compared to his actual size. He's like a freaking ogre. He looks like the Hulk. And he's supposed to be like 20. Looks like a walking Rob Liefeld drawing. I mean like peak. You know what I mean? Like peak Liefeld. Back when like, people used to before people used to actually like, learn about drawing and anatomy and stuff, and before they like ragged on his Captain America, which I still love. I got a soft spot for bad drawings. I do. And I think that's one of like my favorites for me personally. Uh-oh. It's gonna take me a while before I can get to this. Let me use my touch screen because my hands are pretty gross. Have you seen this Kando? And it's a dick. No, I'm kidding. Real life Street Fighter? Probably not. Hang on. Damn. Oh no. Oh hey, she's like a real stunt woman. Nice. Damn. I like stuff like this where they actually like try hard and it looks cool. But it also is disheartening because we got, you know, we got freaking influencer Street Fighter. The fact that 50 Cent is in it, I don't know. It makes me feel some kind of way. Like, how is he portrayed? And how did they present it to him? Because he's kind of like a Mr. Moneybags kind of guy. And like he's also about like his image. Like he's not like the type to do like clowny shit like this. But this isn't like clowny. It's you know, it's like it's nerd culture. Maybe this is like I guess his like opportunity to kind of like get into that realm too. But in a way it's like bigger than just like the image, you know. The image I guess has to take on many forms for like celebrities or whatever. And he's always like 50 Cent is surprisingly open minded too. Let me take some of that back. I am interested in seeing like how he's gonna portray Boxer. Hmm. This looks better than the trailer from the freaking video game. What's it called? Awards. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Video doesn't have audio. Yeah, I just muted it. I'm actually not even. I don't even have my headphones on right now because I was just eating that amazing burrito. Excuse me, good lord. And then like my hands were covered in sauce, so I didn't want to like touch anything. I don't think he's seeing my message, lol. No, I was watching the trailer. These people were set to direct the Street Fighter movie, but they got replaced. That's how it is. They go, let's go with something worse. What? Ugh. It's gonna be like not like hate views, but it's gonna be like troll views. People are gonna watch this movie and they're not gonna expect much. That's the thing that sucks. Yeah, my hands were like super messy. I literally I turned on my touchscreen and I did like the pinky move. I was like boop, boop, and I was like boop. Oh yeah, this was. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, Jason Momoa doing that. I was like, come on, bro, come on, man. Wasn't he all about like what was it? What he was like all about like doing like haka and all that. Like I mean, like not saying it's just you should know how important it is to represent cultures properly, you know. But he looked like he was kind of drunk. I'm not gonna lie, he looked kind of mad, hella drunk. I've heard a lot of Americans say it like that, which is weird. Yeah, that's because like back when Street Fighter 2 first like came out, people didn't know. Like people just didn't know. But once I think the animated movie came out and they said his name properly, and like people started like gaining, it started gaining like more like buzz, and it started becoming more official. People would call him like Ryu, but some of the old heads say Ryu. Yeah, he did look high. He looked extremely like out there. Like I was like, whoa, ah, delicious, delicious coffee. So I do have to wash my hands. I have to grab some agua. Oh, it's so good. Thank you guys for waiting for like 80 years. Good lord. I mean, if there's any way I could help with anybody's anything, like anybody's like art or anything like that, feel free to hit me up with anything. Anything that comes your way. Is this wait, what is all this? This is okay, so it was here. I do have to draw these braids and stuff. Like I gotta check my notes and clean things up. It's only been an hour and 20 minutes. Good lord. But part of it was a lot of it was talking. I do like talking too. That's another thing that was cool about like doing the awards yesterday, cuz like I'm not too much of a gamer, if I'm being honest. Like I'm not too much of a modern gamer, correction. I'm more of like a retro gamer. Like I'm just playing catch up. But it's nice to like hang back and just like chill and talk to everybody and not like have to like focus on like art. I mean, granted, I do love like talking about art and then like saying, "Oh yeah, side note this," that kind of thing. But it was nice to get to hang with everybody. I have a question. How do you feel about Cammy's left leg? Uh about this about her left leg here? It still needs work for sure. This is actually the leg that I think I wanted to switch out when I was in when I was in the draft earlier. Where's that? Where's that draft? Spin knuckle thumbs. B? Why they go here? Spin knuckle thumbs. Yeah, because I want this to be a bit longer. The whole shape of all this is not exactly like the thingy, but it's also like she's in the middle of doing her spin knuckle, so I'm trying to think. I left this kind of like on a hiatus of itself. Oh yeah, you agree with the initial sketch? It should be longer. um well, let's see, because like this, let's say this is her left leg, and what's going on behind the scenes is this pelvis. So the pelvis is coming up like this, and then we got the spine here. So it's not like too bad. It's just maybe a bit more vertical or a bit more like centered. It's not too like noticeable, but in that sense where like she needs kind of like momentum. I don't know. It's kind of tough to say. This I think could be pushed a bit outward. I could see that. Because here she looks like she's kind of like flying, but at the same time, it's like It's gotta be. It might be this foot. I think. I can't draw. I can't draw on the mouse. Not like I used to. But it's hard to say. This left leg is pretty easy to draw too, though. So, this boot, her boots, I'm just gonna render. Like they're gonna just look like shit until I render them. And then once I render them, I'll figure out like where they should be placed. Because right now this one's like long, and then this one's a bit like on the shorter. Granted, it's like foreshortening, but you know, it's good to have kind of like counter counter measurements. Oh my god, this coffee tastes amazing. Holy shit. I was just curious. She'll look great at the end. I'm very confident about that. Thank you. Um, I mean, it's still like in its infancy. You still gotta like mess with a few other things like the back shoulder, some of her face, and the motion of her hair. I haven't decided where any of this is gonna be or stay. Like this braid and like the two bangs are just literally in limbo. I'm not messing with them at all. I just wanted to see like how they would look and feel. But ideally all of the hair should be in the same direction where her body's kind of like moving. So we got to emphasize a tornado while also like being in motion. So something like, I guess something like this would be okay. While she's like coming from above, like the shot has to be more of like a this kind of like angle. Ah, that's terrible. That's a terrible angle, but I guess the horizon line would be like at her knee. Or wait, no, be like here. Not this steep though. Definitely not that steep. I do like the idea of the braid kind of like hugging up against her like this. Her braids can't be too long, but they can be like very like thick, like very full braids. Oof. Oh man, that was such good coffee. Good lord. I'm like chugging it now. Hmm. I'll work on this absolute Batman real quick. And is it easier for you to draw characters that are in midair or standing on the ground? I remember Nomura stating that drawing characters in midair was challenging. Um, I think each drawing has their own challenge depending on how you set it up. Like it's not so much like drawing the character so much as it is the position of the drawing. Um, like if you're drawing a character and they're standing, you know, if they're standing in the front and you've been drawing frontal, you know, frontal figures for the most part, like you'll have like a easier time than you would if you were drawing them from like behind, or like drawing them from like another angle. A lot of stuff you just have to practice, really. And like you have to practice with the intent to like learn, and not so much like perfect it in one like move. I think that's like another like case, like a hypothetical case. You know, for some people they can just like go and like learn things with expertise, but if you're being self-taught, you gotta like learn how to draw things like in drafts and with patience, and go, okay, like this looks right, can I improve, like how can I improve upon this, and treat it like a draft, and like shit on this, and then, you know, do the next one and then shit on this too. Like it's ultimately like you gotta be able to, I think, like shit on, not like shit on yourself like literally, but you gotta be able to style on your own work and improve upon it like every time. And that's a good way of, like, to me at least, on how I like learn. Completely unrelated, did you guys see the Capcom art contest for their upcoming Mega Man game? Nah, I did not see that. That must be new. Ugh. I need to wash my hands, dude. All right. Oh, so good. All right, over there. Need one of these. You gonna enter, Patrick? All right. My hands are now clean. How about my screen? This is way too wet. This is a wet nap. Good lord. Yeah, this song is sick. I love this song. All right. I'm less than a month to design a Mega Man boss. I don't think I can. Let's see. I might, but I'm terrible with drawing robots. There's so many character illustrators who would knock it out the park. It's all about belief, my friend. Oh, God. Okay. Check that later. Josh, are you still in chat? Hmm. uh, does he have to have like one tube? Is it really to those like confines? If that's the case, that's not hard to do. Hmm. Huh. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Actually, yeah, I'll save that too. I know his robot master designs are creeping into the Maverick levels of complexity. Submit your design now. With a suction arm temp. This is quote unquote temp. Okay, with a suction arm. Got it. All right. Design hashtags. I'll leave this tab up too. Resolution 72 DPI. So that means we're expecting shitty drawings. No, I'm kidding. Social media icon. Vote here. Capcom ID. Register for Capcom ID. Contest entry. Americas. Eligibility. Procedures, notifications, prize winner. Notifications are scheduled to be publicly announced in March of 2026. Date to be determined, while the prize winner will be notified by Capcom via direct message from the Mega Man series official account, Rockman Unity. And where is the prize? Wait, did I just skip the prize? I don't know, I like skimmed, but man. Wait, it said participation what? Rewards. God. Oh, that's like requirements. I guess the prize is just like getting it into the game. Fine. I'll try something out. Oh, it's gonna be based on what people vote for too, so this is the criteria here. Ugh, why WebP? Fine. Oh my god. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. Hang on. All right. Remove. device. Freaking this. Now I gotta do this again because this keeps skipping for whatever reason. There we go. Hang on one sec. I don't know if it's gonna read anything else. It's doing it again? Oh, whoops. Yeah, this gets disabled. This gets enabled. There we go. This is, why is this so low here? All right. Just in case there's like some local IP junk. You guys can hear me right? Yes. All right, cool. Let's see what we can do with this. We can't hear the music at the moment. Oh no. Oh, weird. What happened? Hang on. All right. Let me try this out again. I actually love this song. Oh, weird. It's in mute. Now we're good? Oh, okay. That's what I figured. It's probably assigned to that device, and I had to. Sometimes I have to recalibrate, I guess, my headset, which is weird. I hate that, but it was like skipping a lot, and I was like, "What the hell's going on?" It didn't do it at all last night, but it's weird. Let's start off with an archetype. Boop 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 boop. This could be like coiled, I guess. If it's got one arm, it could be an animal. Uh, we could make this into like some freaking elephant guy, and he's just got like a fucking weird ass body like this. But we know that the guy have like big stubby feet or something. I mean, and if it's this kind of like a robot, does it have to be confined to this body? Does it have to, or can it be like, you know, of a different size, you know? Hmm. The music sounds closer in the volume to your mic, which didn't seem to be the case before. Oh, that's weird. That is weird. I don't know why that's the case. You know what? Oh, I know what it was from last night. Freaking. Oh, everything sounds crystal clear now. Okay. It's doing it again. Why? Right, this can go down. Might be my Bluetooth adapter. I might have to get a new one. Um. Okay. What can we agree on for this? Big feet. Can we go with big Mega Man feet? Let's make them massive. I don't mean to even like get sidetracked, but this is on some like Freestyle Friday type shit anyway. So we can make I guess a human style uh first and then work on like a creature type. Uh what if he had like a cape? He has to have a cool name too. Like Shinobi Sucker, I think. Shadow Sucker. Shadow Suction Man. How about you make it look cool? You excel in that? You think so? Hmm. Oh my god, it's doing it still. Why? Hmm. Thank you. I don't know what to do yet. Let's see. Feel like what would be good for is like ears. Let's see this silhouette. Something like that. Let's see some ninja references. Re-reference. Hmm. I love how I just automatically went to ninja. Like ninja suction man. Hey. He could have a suction and then he could change it into like a scythe. Yeah. Let's make this not a shuriken. Oh my god, this keeps skipping. I can't. Elephant ears could form from the cowl. Let's see. Let's let's steer away from animals for now, and just like kind of like make some weaponry first, and then decide on an animal. That way, we're not confined by the animal so much as we are by the utility, and then just throw an animal on top. You know what I mean? Like we can still do an animal for it. It's just I feel like that's a bit. You know what I mean? Smart. Not gonna lie, I'm not really. I'll be real. I think the elephants are better for big boys, not for like a guy of like this size. I think this would do better for like let's say maybe an aardvark, if there is a an aardvark villain, but it doesn't have to be an animal with like a long like facial body part either. We could think about maybe like, I mean, we have to think about it like this. How tight do they want it to this design? And then we can maybe play with some of the body type, but not too much. Because they might be very strict with it, you never know. Could be a vampire. It could be a vampire, but vampires are still like human more than animal. I mean, it could be a vampire. It really could be a vampire because a vampire is. You're right, because a vampire can transform into a bat. But I want to make sure that this is a cool looking like silhouette first. Like the basics are like down. Kind of want to see the other bosses too to see what we're up against or like up with. But as far as like sucking goes, you could come up with anything better than that. Like doesn't have to be an animal or a living thing. Let's see. It could be the suction could be attached to an object. Like maybe magnetic. Or the suction could be bound by the atmosphere. Like he could suck next to the walls, that kind of thing. Or if he like sucks like to the wall, like he could probably shake the wall and like have stuff fall down. Oh my god, this is not okay. What is going on with this? All right, let's do this. Let's remove this. It's doing it still. Like, why are you skipping? Okay, let's close this first. Yeah, let's save this. Save this too. Sure, why not? Oh, okay. I guess it was my Photoshop. That's just said 13 gigs. As a boss mechanic, you would use suction to pull Mega Man toward a trap or an obstacle. That too, that sounds like an OG kind of boss style. Oh wow, they just have all of the bosses for you to kind of like choose from, which is cool. I mean, it's a medley, I guess. Um, so I guess we're not really confined by size or like the silhouette. Actually, no, we're still confined by the ability. Hmm. Um, I'll just make something simple. I mean, not like simple, but you know, simple enough to where it looks like it's been in the Mega Man verse. Entry example, so front and back. So it's got to be what's it called? Like a prototype shot. Okay. Hmm. There's a guy up here that looks like a suction guy. I think dressing up the suction area should be a part of the criteria a bit. Where did I save this to, man? Damn. Hate this. Hang on. Is it here? So far it's not skipping. So it might be, it may just be my oh, there it is. Now it's skipping. So let's do this. Let's just leave that alone. Let's X that out. There's LTSC. Let's X this out. Good lies. This is, I think, the continued. No, no, no. This was something else. Let's close these out. This house music finds you. That was a good mix. It might just be, I don't know. I might have to restart because it's doing this stupid shit and I hate it. I hate it so much. Really do. Oh wait, whoops. No, 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 no. Okay, let's try this again. I swear, if this skips again, I'm just gonna restart. I don't want to, but I have to. Um, because it'll be driving me nuts. I kind of want to draw this out. Where did I save this at? Oh, desktop. Okay. Shadow Suction Man. I mean, it doesn't have to be a Shadow Suction Man, but yeah, I'm gonna have to restart. This just keeps. This is gonna keep going. God. All right, I'll be right back. I'll be back in 1 minute. It's my PC. God. Sorry. This is actually driving me nuts. Oh, whoops. All right.